Go.
Our court case is Engel versus Vitale, 1962.
New York state law required both the pledge and a non-denominational prayer and voluntary prayer at school at the start of each day. In New York, a group of families led by Stephen Engel challenged this law in the court.
Okay, class, it's time to recite the daily prayer.
Almighty God, we acknowledge our dependence upon Thee and beg Thy blessings upon us, our teachers, and our country.
My name is Stephen Engel. I am a follower of Judaism, and I do not agree with reciting a daily prayer.
Does the reciting of a prayer in our schools violate the Establishment Clause in the First Amendment?
The Supreme Court voted and the decision was a 6-1 decision in Engel's favor.
The concurrent statement by Justice Douglas took a very broad view of the Establishment Clause. He argued that any public promotion of religion violated the Establishment Clause and the First Amendment.
For the dissenting opinion, Justice Stewart argued that the Establishment Clause was only meant to prohibit the establishment of a state-sponsored church, not all types of religion and government.
This court case became the precedent for many other court cases involving state or federal government and religion.
The Engel versus Vitale case was used as a precedent in the Santa Fe Independent School District versus Doe case in 2000, which prohibited the use of student loudspeakers at football games to do a student prayer before the game. This is because the loudspeaker at the school football game was considered school-sponsored, just as the prayer in the Engel versus Vitale case was considered school-sponsored. Thanks for watching!
I think that this project could be improved by maybe adding more interesting things that are required instead of just like the basic facts and like a precedent and then an agreeing and a disagreeing like decision.
Oh, and you graded the quizzes on the basic.
Overall, I thought this project was a really good way to look at different court cases, and I thought it was cool how we had to look at one in depth. But I thought that being in just a group of 2 was a little hard because I think it would be better if we were in like groups of 4 or 5, because it would be easier to divide the work and split up the tasks and then film the video. And also, one challenge I faced was when I was putting the video together, I had to put a bunch of different individual pieces, but I ended up just watching each one and rearranging them based on that, and I added like title slides for everything just to make sure I got everything right. So putting the videos together was definitely a challenge, but I thought overall this project was really fun.